We live in an increasingly tumultuous time. Whatever your profession, your political stance, or your personal belief system, it's clear. We are living in an unpredictable time. So what should a leader do in these circumstances? I'm going to tell you 5 things you have to master to lead through chaos. So stay tuned. Hi. If you're new here, my name is Brian Brew, and I have over 30 years of leadership experience, including serving in some of the most admired units in the United States military. My experience in the military and my years supporting defense and intelligence since that time have taught me one absolute truth. When people panic, they look to the calmest person in the proverbial room for help. This is as true in combat as it is in everyday work, no matter your profession. It's important to note that the person people turn to doesn't need to have all of the answers. They just need to help everyone move forward. So how do we do that? Number 1, don't panic. This may seem obvious, but it needs to be said, as most people respond to chaos with panic. We prefer to think of tumultuous times as everything falling apart, and life is unraveling. A leader needs to see past or through these things falling apart around them and focus on what will come from the disruption. There is always opportunity in chaos, but you have to remain calm and steadfast to identify it. Nietzsche said, "From chaos comes order." Chaos theory from mathematics tells us that systems will self-organize, indicating that the birth of order is found in disorder. To avoid panic, you must accept the things you cannot control and focus on what you can control. Number 2, remain calm. This might sound a lot like number 1, don't panic, but they're not quite the same thing. Hear me out. Panic is an emotional state. It's about what you feel. Remaining calm is outward. It starts in our spirit and projects to others. When chaos erupts, people look to the calmest person. That is who they will follow, regardless of position or authority. Bruce Lee once said, "Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Be water, my friend." To remain calm when it seems like everything is falling apart requires adaptation. I love the Bruce Lee quote in this case because it embodies the idea of putting yourself in a persistent state of adaptation. Being like water will allow you to remain calm and focused. Number 3, honestly evaluate your personal circumstance. This may sound like a straight, fast road to panic, but I mean truly, evaluate where you are in life. If your organization is in trouble, your job is at risk, that means others are as well. If you don't know where you're at, you cannot help them, which is definitely not where a leader wants to find themselves. So take stock. Are you employable if it comes to that? Do you have a side business or hobby that can provide you monetary support if needed? Have you saved or invested well, giving you a fallback? If you answered no to at least 2 of these questions, stop the video. You have immediate work to do. You simply cannot save others who are drowning if you are as well. Fix your resume, find a side hustle, reconsider your budget, take action. And while you do that, remember number 1 and number 2. Whatever you do, don't panic and remain calm. If you've made it this far, I assume that you have got your affairs in order. And so number 4 is lead your people. The theory of situational leadership is important during chaotic times. During these times, you have to adopt a more directive approach. Your team, colleagues, even bosses may be in a state of shock. They don't require a firm hand. Don't confuse the two. They need someone to tell them what to do to get through the chaos. An analogy that I've been using recently ties to the seasons of the year. A chaotic time relates to the fall. The weather is unpredictable, the leaves are falling all around, and many of our surroundings appear to be dying. We don't know how long or severe winter will be. We only know that winter will come. I feel like Hal Stark saying that, winter is coming. But the analogy serves because spring follows the winter, and in spring, everything grows. The lesson of this analogy is you only need to help your people weather fall and winter. In spring, you can step back and recover. Possibly the most important lesson a leader learns in combat is that you can't save everyone. Your goal has to be able to save as many people, not things, assets, etc., people as you can. Take the time with your people to help them find new work if that's what's needed. Host resume writing and review sessions. Use social media to advertise their skills. Do what you need to do to help as many people as you are able. Which leads to number 5, mourn your losses, but don't dwell on them. In times of chaos, you will lose things you care about. You will likely lose people if you own a business. You'll lose money in your investments. You may lose assets as a result of the first 2. The key takeaway is that you will lose something. But if you choose to dwell on what you've lost, you risk losing your way. Rather, focus on what you have and be grateful. Studies show that a spirit of gratitude can reduce stress and anxiety, improve sleep, and enhance resilience. All things you'll need in order to lead in tumultuous times. How you find gratitude, what you're thankful for, are very personal matters. You need to put some time and energy into identifying this for yourself. Once you've identified the best way for you to have a spirit of gratitude, practice it every single day. Importantly, do it first thing in the morning. Beginning your day in this way will set you up to be able to reflect throughout the day when times are tough. If you wait, you simply may not want to go through with the practice. I personally combine my time practicing gratitude with my daily marriage devotional. I'll have a whole series coming up on the parallels between leadership and marital relationship that my wife will be helping with, so stay tuned for that. Finally, whatever you do, don't stop. I've made other videos talking about my personal journey, uncovering the differences between being resilient and being relentless. And in uncertain times, resilience is important. You have to be able to bounce back from each hit. But I believe that uncertain times also require relentlessness. I believe there are 2 reasons why leading through chaos requires a leader to be relentless. First, people need an example to follow. People who are worn down and frustrated need to see someone like them press forward. You don't have to be moving fast as long as you are moving. People will see it and take heart. When they take heart, that spark starts a fire. Second, not stopping in the face of adversity and discouragement will give you renewed confidence in your ability to persevere. That confidence will give you momentum. That momentum will give you strength. That strength will carry you through to the spring season. Now that you have a sense of what it takes to lead during chaotic times, buckle down and don't panic. Remain calm. Honestly evaluate your personal circumstance. Lead your people. Mourn your losses, but don't dwell. And importantly, don't stop. In all things, keep moving forward. And remember, you are a gift to others.